Dhritarashtra. So all of you can now mute. Now time for me to speak. So Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Dhritarashtra says, very significant, Dhritarashtra is blind. Dhritarashtra represents all of us. We all are blind. But you will say we can see. So how are we blind? Because we see in a limited way, like Arjun was seeing. Sonia Mataji, can you mute? I think I can mute. I can mute you. Yeah, nice. So we all are Dhritarashtra because we are not seeing the exact things that we should see. So we are not seeing from a scriptural basis with the eyes of scriptures. That is why we are all Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra goes to Samjay. The meaning of Sanjay is Samyak Rupena Vijay in Sanskrit, meaning a person. Samyak Rupena. Samyak means in totality, absolutely, who has won over himself is called Sanjay. Samyak Rupena Vijay. Who is that person? That is a guru. A guru is a person who has completely won over their senses. So a blind person must always approach a guru because the blind cannot see. A guru can see. This is not to be taken literally. This is in terms of spirituality, divine eyes, transcendental seeing, transcendental eyes. Okay? So this is how Bhagavad-gītā begins. Now Dhritarashtra has some questions. So when we go to a guru, no matter how stupid or dumb the question may be, we should ask for our benefit. This was a very stupid question. If you are going to a restaurant, definitely you are going to eat. What did you do after you go to the restaurant? That is a stupid question, right? So what did they do after they went for a war? Of course they are going to fight the war, but still he is asking this question. So no matter, no question is dumb. Clear your doubts from a guru, from a person who can see. Second significance of Sanjay is that he comes from parampara. Parampara means that Sanjay did not sit besides a tree, underneath a tree, and he got some knowledge and he became a guru. No. Sanjay had a spiritual master. What was the name of Sanjay's spiritual master? Who can tell me? Who was Sanjay's spiritual master?
Vyasdev.
Vyasdev, yes. Who was Vyasdev's spiritual master? Who can tell? Yes, Girdhar Prabhu?
Parshuram.
No.
Narad
Narad Muni. Who was Narad Muni's spiritual master?
Brahmadev.
Yes, yes.
Brahmadev.
Brahmaji. Yes. And who is Lord Brahma's spiritual master?
Krishna.
Narayan.
Vishnu.
Narayan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Narayan gave him the Chatushloki Bhagavatam, based on which he has created this entire universe. So there is a lineage, Guru Shishya Parampara, right? Narayan, Brahma, Narad, Vyasdev, Sanjay, and now Dhritarashtra is taking his lessons from Sanjay. So, two things. First, always approach a guru. This is how Bhagavad-gītā starts. Second thing, how to know who is a guru? Who can see, who has divine vision, and who is connected to a sampradaya, a parampara. Okay? After that, Sanjay, he starts narrating Bhagavad-gītā. He says about Duryodhan, how Duryodhan goes, and he says few things. And after that, he tells about Arjun's side, Pandava's side, that how Lord Krishna, he being a Bhakta Vatsal, Shesha Ganesh Mahesh Dinesh Suresahu Jahi Nirantara Gave, Jahi Anadi Anante Akhand Ached Abhed Subed Batave, Narad Se Sukha Vyasa Rate Pachihare Tau Puni Par Na Pave, Tahi Ahira Ki Chhorahiyan Chachiyagar Chachape Nach Nachave. Meaning, Shesh Nag, that is Balaram. Shesh, Ganesh, Lord Ganesh. Mahesh, Lord Shiva. Dinesh, Lord Surya. And Lord Surya and Lord Indra. Dinesh is Lord Indra and Suresh is Lord Surya. Jahi Nirantar Gavin. they are always singing the glories. Jahi anadi anant athand ached abhed subed batave. The Vedas are constantly glorifying him. Narad, Muni, Sukhadev, Ved Vyas, Pachihare tau puni par na pave. They are always trying to see that now they have achieved speaking the glories, but they always keep on failing. The more they glorify, the glories keep on increasing. And to such Lord, what does the gopi say? The gopis say, come on, dance for me, entertain us. चल नाच के दिखा छछिया बर छाछ पे नाच नचावे. When Lord Krishna goes and says to a gopi, mother, please give me some buttermilk to drink, the mother, the gopi says, first dance, entertain us, then only we are going to give you this milk. What is the message? The message is that Supreme Person, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is revered by everyone in this entire creation, he serves his devotees, right? To the gopis, he does not say, do you know who are you speaking to? Do you know I am supreme? Do you know Lord Shiva bows down in front of me? No. He dances for them, for their sake. So again here, Sanjay starts Bhagavad-gītā glorifying the Bhakta Vatsalata of Shri Krishna. How Lord Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal. The meaning Bhakta we all know, devotee. And Vatsal means who has motherly affection. So Vats meaning the calf, the newborn baby of a cow. So the degree of affection a cow has for a calf, that cannot be compared with any other affection. So that is why Lord Krishna takes this word Vats, Vatsal. He takes care of his devotees like a cow takes care of its calf, of her calf. So he starts by becoming the driver of whom? Of his devotee Arjun. In this war of Mahabharat, they did not have headphones that Arjun will say now move right, move left. So Arjun had to use his feet, and with his foot he would tap. If he had to go left, he would tap his left foot over the left shoulder of Krishna, and then Krishna would know that I have to move to this direction. If right, then right. If center, then center. So despite being God, whom everyone reveres, bows down in front, they are shaking. Yamraj is shaking when Lord Narayan comes. Surya Dev, Indra Dev, they are shaking because they know that if they do a single mistake, Lord Krishna actually says in Bhagavad-gītā that out of my fear, Surya Dev does not take a single vacation. There is only one day actually in the history, that is in Ramayana, that Surya Dev did not come out. That is a different story. But it was because there was a curse. That is why he could not come out. Other than that, there has been not a single incident that he did not come out. Yamaraj, there is not a single incident that he did something mistake in his accountancy. So everyone is fearing Lord Krishna. But Lord Krishna is here taking instructions from the foot of his devotee. So that is the Bhakta Vatsalta of Shri Krishna. So this is how Bhagavad-gītā begins, and this is how there is introduction of the Supreme Person. In the movies, they show that the actor, he is coming out of a very big BMW, Rolls-Royce, and they start with his foot, and then all the way of wearing goggles and suit and nice and everything, this and that. But our hero of the entire world, is a driver. He is sitting, and then Arjun is tapping his foot. Okay? So Bhakta Vatsalta. Then after that, there were so many chats. Fine. After that, Arjun is ordering, not only he's actually thinking that he is his driver, and then he says that take me. He's not saying please take me, he's saying take me. In between, I want to see who has come to fight with me. Then Krishna takes him. But Krishna is Rishikesh. He knows everything. What's going on inside the heart of a person. So Once there was a person who went to my Guru Maharaj. He was a disciple. He goes, he paid his obeisances. As soon as he got up, Guru Maharaj told him, don't commit suicide or you will become a ghost. And that person was shocked because he was actually going to commit suicide. And he thought that just let me take final darshan of my Guru and then I will go and I will commit suicide. So then he asked, how do you know Guru Maharaj? Guru Maharaj said, I can penetrate inside your mind. I know what's going on inside your mind. There was a person, he was inside the room of Guru Maharaj. And then he was thinking that I wanted second initiation from Guru Maharaj. When will he give me? He was just thinking inside his mind. And as he was about to leave, Guru Maharaj said, next time I will give you the initiation. And he was shocked, completely shocked, that it was only inside my mind. I did not even utter that word, but the Guru knew everything. So there have been so many instances because Guru is a Shaktavesh avatar of Sri Krishna. Lord Krishna, he invests Shakti Avesh. Avesh means to invest. Shakti means energy. He invests his full potency inside that great soul who is a Guru Tattva. So similarly, Krishna also knows the mind of every individual. He knows the mind of his devotee. He knew what's going to happen next. So he goes and he puts his chariot right in front of Bhishma Pitama and Dronacharya. Now, why he did that? If he would have done that in front of Duryodhan, Shakuni, Dushasan, Arjun would have said, let's fight, let's kill them now. But no, purposefully, he did that in front of Bhishma Pitama and Duryodhan. As Arjun saw all the childhood memories. For instance, let's say if you had a brother or a sister, you used to play together, you grow old now, you are adults, young adults in 30s, 20s, whatever age you are. But there was a fallout. You don't speak with each other anymore, or your best friend maybe. Whatever the situation may be, if you meet after 1, 2, 3, 5 years, when you meet, all the flashback, the memories will come back, isn't it? And you will forget all the grudges. In Hindi we say gila shikwa mita dete hain, right? So all the grudges would be forgotten. And then you will go and embrace each other with tears in your eyes, and you will just keep on remembering your past life. I mean, whatever you used, how you used to play, how you used to do pranks, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So Arjun gets all these memories because Bhishma Pitama and Dronacharya are the well-wishers. They always protected Arjun and Pandavas. They were always good to them. They were like their protection, like a grandfather, like a teacher, like a father. How could he fight with them? So Arjun then melts down. And then he says to Krishna, Krishna, I am not going to fight this war. And he's not just blabbering, he is actually giving very good reasons based on scriptures. He says that I have heard from seniors, I have heard from the sages that if you come in a verbal argument with your Guru, you will go to hell. And here I am standing in front of them about to kill them. Yeah. So how is it that I am not going to hell? And then he gives other reasons as well. He's also concerned about the society, that if all the men would be killed, who would take care of the women? The women will be taken advantage of, and then people will do wrong things, and then there will be unwanted population and all those things. So he's actually thinking in the right direction, and he then wholeheartedly breaks down, and then he says, Karpanya doshopahata sabhava prichhami pam dharma sammooda cheta sheyash yasheyash nishchitam rohitan me shishyaste ham shadi mam tvam prapannam. He says that in this stage, Krishna, I have lost my composure. Now this is a very great sign because Arjun, he was not just any warrior. He was the best warrior of he was the best. Absolutely. No one could equal Arjun. Now just imagine if you are a very great celebrity. For instance, I will just give you a just I mean, because most of us are from India, I will just give you one thing. Just comparison. Let's say Salman Khan. Okay. Salman Khan killed one deer who used to be worshipped. Those deers used to be worshipped. He killed that deer. Now all he was to do was say sorry that I have heard the sentiments of particular sect of people. I should say sorry. I have nothing against Salman Khan. This is just one example. The contrast that I am giving you now. All he used, all he had to do was just say sorry. I am sorry. I did that by mistake. I am ready to surrender whatever imprisonment you want to give me. I am ready to. But the ego is too high. Why? Because he is a national celebrity. Everyone in India knows that person. Ravan. Ravan was so egoistic that three worlds would shake if they heard the name Ravan. The name Ravan means who makes other cry. Who makes other cry. So that is the meaning of Ravan. Lord Ram said that if Ravan says sorry once, or if Ravan just surrenders or give my wife back, I am going to forgive him. All Ravan had to do was say that I did a mistake, Ram, and I will give your wife back. He knew that this Ramchandra, he killed 14,000 armies of demons with my brother Khar and Dushan in 48 hours. Sorry, 48 minutes. In 48 minutes, that war was one of the best wars. If we had to visualize it today, it was like Lord Ramchandra was hitting arrows 360 degrees dancing. Like we see in visual effects and all the VFX and all these things, they cannot match the way Ramchandra defeated 14,000 people, demons, in only 48 minutes. He was looking so beautiful while doing that. His hair and everything is described in Ramayana. Ravan knew because Ramchandra always, he would ask, he would always leave one soldier. He would not kill him. He would say, you go and tell your Ravan that everyone is dead now. Ravan knew. And on top of them, he had Lord Hanuman, who had harassed, who had embarrassed and insulted Ravan like anything. But yet, because of his ego, he was not ready to say sorry. He was not ready to give back Mother Janaki. But here, Arjun, despite being the greatest warrior in the world, he admits, he says, Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava. I have a dosh. I have a problem, Krishna. What is it? So let me share the screen so that you will know the exact words, and all of us must remember this particular words, okay? Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava. Because of this verse we have Bhagavad-gītā. Because Arjun put his ego aside, we have Bhagavad-gītā. Okay? So that is verse number 7. No, sorry. Second chapter. Second chapter, verse number 7. So he says, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. So he's admitting the greatest, the most strong person of the world admitting that I am weak. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. This is how a disciple should be in front of a guru. When you are in front of a guru, or when you are in front of a senior devotee, an exalted devotee, keep shut. Don't show that you know things. Always remain like a fool. Always remain hungry, because that is your golden opportunity to hear from an exalted soul. But if we start speaking, showing off that I know this, I know that, then you have lost that time. In that time, you could have heard from your guru or from that person. So whenever you meet a high class devotee, an exalted person, sit, ask your questions, and then just listen to the answers. They should speak more. So here Arjun is doing the same thing. And the second thing is, don't hide anything, right? So it is said you must never hide three things. One, it is said that you should never hide your crimes from a lawyer. You should never hide your disease from your doctor. And you should never hide your mistakes or your shortcomings, your weaknesses from a guru. Because if you do these three things, then you are doomed. Then the lawyer cannot save you, the doctor cannot save you, and the guru won't. Even knowing everything, he wouldn't be able to save you because you lied in front of him, right? So here Arjun is pouring out his heart that yes, Krishna, I am weak. Now, because of this shlok, Lord Krishna, who was silent up till now, he starts to speak. Let's see what he says. So the next verse is, I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. So Arjun is speaking that I don't want to fight this war. He is giving all the reasons. Now, Sanjay Uvacha Evamukva Rishikesham Gudakesha Parantapaha Nayotsya iti Govinda Muktva Tushni Babhuvaha. Sanjay said, having spoken thus, Arjun, chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govind, I shall not fight, and fell silent. Now, because he is already surrendered to Krishna, then after that, Bhagavad-gītā starts. So what happens here is, Tamuvacha Rishikesha Prasannaiva Bharata Prahasanniva Bharata Senayoru Bhayor Madhye Vishidantamidam Vachaha. O descendant of Bharat, at that time Krishna, smiling in the midst of both the armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjun. Now Krishna is we won't be able to understand Krishna. He is smiling, but then it is not a smiling as in you have won. It is a smiling as in now you are to get some beating from me. That is the smile here. So he is smiling. Why? Because the talk was going on between intimate friends, namely the Rishikesh and the Gudakesh. So Arjun and Krishna, they were in the Sakhya ras. Sakhya means friendship. They were both friends. As friends, both of them were on the same level, but one of them voluntarily became a student of the other. Krishna was smiling because a friend had chosen to become a disciple. As Lord of all, he is always in the superior position as the master of everyone, and yet the Lord agrees to be a friend, a son, or a lover for a devotee who wants him in such a role. But when he was accepted as the master, he at once assumed the role and talked with the disciple like the master with gravity, as it is required. It appears that the talk between the master and the disciple was openly exchanged in the presence of both armies, so that all were benefited. So the talks of Bhagavad-gītā are not for any particular person, society, or community, but they are for all, and friends or enemies are equally entitled to hear them. So a friend had accepted that he is weak. He had put aside his ego, knowing that he is the best in the world, and then he surrendered to another friend, knowing that this friend knows more than me. So that is why Krishna is smiling, because when we put aside our ego, let's say if we have a fight with any devotee or anyone, and if we become the bigger person, we say sorry and we just keep everything behind, then Lord becomes very happy. Tam titikshasva bharata. Whoever tolerates, Lord Krishna says, I like him the best, that person. Now, here, we will just take the shlok and then we'll be open for question and answer. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Now this is the first time Krishna speaks in Bhagavad-gītā. And what does Ved Vyas write? Or Sanjay says, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Up till now it was Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Sanjay Uvacha, Arjun Uvacha, Krishna Uvacha. No, it's not Krishna Uvacha. It's Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Because the person who is writing all the Vedas, he has absolutely no doubt that this person who is about to speak is God. We might have doubts. That might be Lord Shiva is God, Jesus Christ is God, or Allah is God, but Ved Vyas has no doubt at all. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Ashochanvan shochastvam pragyavadansha bhashase gata suna gata shoshcham nanushochanti panditaha. The Supreme Personality of God itself, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. So this is the role of a guru, of a teacher, right? This is how Bhagavad-gītā starts. It does not start with patting the shoulder of Arjun, saying that, oh, I will give you a shoulder to cry on, Arjun. You are crying, okay, cry on my shoulders. No. If Arjun is doing something wrong, if a disciple is doing something wrong, it is the duty of the guru, of the spiritual master, of the teacher, to correct that wrongdoing. So this is exactly what Krishna is doing. The Lord at once took the position of the teacher and chastised the student, calling him indirectly a fool. The Lord said, you are talking like a learned man, but you do not know what that one who is learned, one who knows what is body and what is soul, does not lament for any stage of the body, neither in the living nor in the dead condition. As explained in the later chapters, it will be clear that knowledge means to know matter and spirit and the controller of both. Chapter 13, Bhagavad-gītā. Nature, Prakriti, enjoyer, something like that is the English name. Arjun argued that religious principles should be given more importance than politics or sociology, but he did not know that knowledge of matter, soul, and the supreme is even more important than religious formularies. Meaning that there are people who are out there researching history, archaeology, and mythology, this and that. But there is something even bigger than that, and that is the soul, that is the science of soul and supreme. And because he was lacking in that knowledge, he should not have posed himself as a very learned man. So in front of a learned man, if you start showing off that I know Padma Puran, I know Shiv Puran, I know Bhagavad Puran, I know Bhagavad-gītā, then you are actually fooling yourself, embarrassing yourself in front of a learned person. The learned person will never show off their knowledge, but they know each and everything. So as he did not happen to be a very learned man, he was consequently lamenting for something which was unworthy of lamentation. The body is born and is destined to be vanquished today or tomorrow. Therefore, the body is not as important as the soul. One who knows this is actually learned, and for him there is no cause for lamentation regardless of the condition of the material body. So from the because Arjun has to fight, right? There is no time for unnecessary chit chat. So Krishna directly started chastising him so that he does not feel that, oh, he has a soft corner for me. No, now this is a very serious talk between a guru and a shishya. And then it starts with Krishna saying that, oh, you are giving me reference from the Vedas and Shastra. No, I know verse number this from this. And I heard from in this lecture that if you do this, you will go to hell, this and that. But you are a fool, Arjun. Now you learn from me. Let me educate you. Yeah. So this is now where Lord Krishna starts speaking to Arjun about the science of soul. So with that, we'll open for question and answer. If you have any.
Prabhu, you said that Krishna likes when devotees tolerate, but Arjun was willing to leave this and just quit the war, but Krishna wasn't for that, right?
Right. So now in that case, so everything is scenario based. Arjun, because he was tolerating, that is why Krishna is giving him this knowledge, right? That is why Krishna says in the 7th chapter and 9th chapter that in the 9th chapter that I am going to give you this knowledge because you are my best friend and you are non-envious of me. So a non-envious person is always tolerating. He has 100% tolerance. And here Arjun showed his tolerance. That is why Krishna chose Arjun to fight this war and no one else. Okay?
Can you repeat, Prabhuji? I don't understand this thing.
Okay, so there was a reason why Arjun was chosen by Krishna for this war, to fight this war. Krishna could have chosen anyone, right? But he chose Arjun because Arjun had a qualification. Arjun was a friend and he was non-envious of Sri Krishna. And a person who has complete command on enviousness, because in the spiritual world, so there are 6 anarthas, right? What are those? Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya, meaning that there is lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride, and envy. So there is a counteract to lust, that is love. There is a counteract to greed. If you are greedy, you chant more rounds. So you become greedy spiritually. If you are angry, then you use your anger for spirituality. For instance, Hanumanji, when he was angry, he used that anger in the service of Lord Ramchandra by killing all the demons. If you are under illusion, so you take shelter of Lord Krishna, so there is a counteract. If you are too proud, then also you have a counteract. But envy is the only thing which has no counteract, which has no alternative. So Krishna says to Arjun that because you are non-envious, Arjun, in the 9th chapter, that is why you are eligible for receiving this knowledge of Bhagavad-gītā, right? And Prabhuji's question was that Arjun was tolerating. Yes, he was tolerating. He was a devotee. That is the more reason Krishna wanted him to fight and not a non-devotee to fight this war. Okay? Like Prabhupada wanted that devotees should be there in all the positions, like Prime Minister, Finance Minister, lawyer, judges, everyone should be a devotee actually. Because devotees are the best people to run all the posts. Is that clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now I can relate with our own experience that we have jealous and we for like somebody who's having a good post, having a good in education. So
Yeah,
Arjun
right.
not having this kind of jealous factor.
Never.
That's why Krishna chosen him. Am I right, Prabhuji?
Yes. Any other question?
Prabhuji,
This
today
one-
I am just reading some, like you send on our WhatsApp group some preaching shlokas. So I'm just revising all this
Revising.
thing.
Uh-huh.
So Prabhuji, in one of the chapter or verses, Krishna says that nobody can get me with the knowledge. I am just only a hungry of a bhav. So then why we are reading
Where
lots
does he
of
say?
scriptures and all?
Where does he say that?
Like I don't remember the which shloka.
No,
is
because
that,
he never says that. No, he never says that. He says at the end of Bhagavad-gītā, I think that is 18.63 or 62, he says that who studies Bhagavad-gītā, he worships me through his intelligence. Okay? And 6.47, he says that yogi nam api sarvesham, that of all the yogis, a bhakti yoga is the one who is doing bhakti yoga is the topmost. And at the end he says bhaktya mam abhijanati 18.55. So he focuses on bhakti, but then he says that whoever is studying Bhagavad-gītā and Bhagavatam, they are worshipping me. That means they are doing my bhakti with their intelligence. Okay, so that is the reason we have to study. If you don't study, Mataji, then tomorrow anyone would come and they would ask you questions and you would have no answer. Then they would say that you become Muslim, you become Christian, or you become this, you become that. And then you will say, oh yeah, it makes more sense. Let me become that. Right? So that is why we have to study. And we have to educate others as well.
Prabhu, can you just define bhakti for us?
Bhakti?
Yeah, what is
In
it
very
exactly?
simple term, bhakti. So in Bhagavad-gītā, Lord says, the Shastras, the Vedas, the four Vedas, they will pick you up from becoming a karmi to karma kand. Okay, karmi means not following any rules and regulations. You are eating meat, you are doing all sort of nonsense things, illicit things. You are doing that, so you are a karmi. Then once one who starts reading Vedas, they come to the platform of karma kand. Karma kand meaning that now you have certain, you are not animal. Now, if you see in India, they will say we will not eat meat on Tuesday and Saturday. They will eat, but not on Tuesday and Saturday. They will not eat meat on Ram Navami, Janmashtami, and Dashera. So at least there is some respect that they are not doing that. Okay, they are respecting sisters, they are respecting mothers and everything. So from an animalistic life, they are coming to at least a respectful human life, decent life. Now, Bhagavad Gita then rises you or pulls you from Karma Kand to Karma Yoga. Okay? Karma Yoga meaning that now whatever you are doing, you connect that with Lord Krishna. Okay? You are eating, you offer that to Lord Krishna and then you eat. You are buying a dress, you offer that to Lord Krishna and then you wear. Whatever you are doing. So it is bringing you from Karma Kand to Karma Yoga. Now, Lord says to Arjun in the second chapter, we are going to touch this topic, that you start with Sakam Karma Yoga, meaning don't try to become a sannyasi all of a sudden, that I am going to become a Babaji, I am going to wake up at 2 o'clock from tomorrow, and then after 2 days, you are back to waking up at 9 o'clock. And I am going to chant 64 rounds, but you won't be able to chant even 2 rounds after 3 days. So don't do that. Wherever you are, whatever your situation is, you are facing some problems, whatever it is, very slow, baby steps. You just do one thing, a small thing, like just offer me water if you cannot offer me anything else. If you don't have money, you just offer me a flower, you just offer me a leaf, you offer me anything. So what happens is now we are establishing relationship with each other, God and us. So now we are coming on Karma Yoga. Yoga means to link ourselves with God. Now, the next step is Nishkam Karma Yoga. So now we were doing Sakam. Sakam means we were doing with our desire. It was my desire that I will chant 64 rounds today. My desire. So I chanted 64 rounds. It is my desire that I am going to temple. So I am going to. This is all our desires. But there will be a stage with practice. It is going to take 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. If we do it consistently, if we practice this Karma Yoga, then we will come to the stage of Nishkam Karma Yoga, that is Bhakti Yoga. So what is the difference now? You will do the same activities, but now you will do those activities because Krishna wants you to do. For instance, no one of us wants to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, but our Guru wants us. Krishna wants us. That is why we are waking up 4 a.m. in the morning to do Mangal Aarti, because Krishna is feeling alone at that time. Because whole night he is with the gopis, he is in Ras dance, he is with Radharani. Now at exactly 3:37, 3:38 in the morning, they have to go. Why? Because now Mother Yashoda is coming to wake her baby. So now he is alone. He is alone, so he needs us. That is why we have to wake up, to cheer him up, to say that yes, we are there for you, Krishna. So we are doing Mangal Aarti in the morning, right? So now there is the action. Action is same, waking up. Earlier we were waking at 7 a.m. because we desired. That was Sakam Karma Yoga. Now we are waking at 4 a.m. even though we don't want to wake up, but we are waking up. Why? Because Krishna wants us to wake up. Our Guru wants us to wake up. I wanted to eat, maybe I used to love rasgullas. So I wanted to eat rasgulla today, so I made rasgulla and I offered it to God. Let's say I wanted to eat paneer today, so I made paneer and I offered it to God. But now I get to know that Lord Krishna actually loves to eat karela, bitter ground. Okay, so, and maybe I don't like to eat that, but because he wants it, I will cook, I will offer. Now this is Bhakti Yoga. So earlier I was offering him paneer because I wanted paneer, but I was linking that paneer to him, Karma Yoga. But now I am offering him Karela or bitter gourd because he wants it. So the action is same, cooking and offering, but now the desires have changed. Now it is not my desire to eat Karela, it is Krishna's desire to eat Karela. So this is Bhakti Yoga. Is that clear?
Oh, yes, thanks, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Thanks, Prabhuji. But Prabhuji, how we know that Krishna wants this Karela?
When you chant enough, Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. When you do perfect sadhana for years and years, 12 years of Mangal Arati, then you will interact with Krishna through Guru.
Okay.
So until that time, whatever Guru tells us, Krishna is telling us through Guru. Okay?
So like you are wake up us in the morning, it means Krishna says to you and you teach it. Wake up us like in the morning.
Guru,
Can we
my
relate this
Guru,
thing?
yeah, exactly. My Guru tells me, his Guru Prabhupada told him, and then Prabhupada is in direct contact with Krishna. So indirectly it is coming indirectly or directly it is coming from Krishna. Krishna wants us in the Mangal Arati. Prabhupada says, if you do Mangal Arati, in one lifetime you will come back to me. To Golok Vrindavan Dham. One lifetime.
Prabhu, but
If you chant 16 rounds. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, we see so many devotees who were initiated by Srila Prabhupada, and now that Prabhupada has left this material world, how can they get information, like those devotees?
Okay. So this is something that you cannot understand with our mind. For instance, I am talking with you. I am taking this class, my Guru knows. I don't have to tell him. There is a heart-to-heart connection. Prabhupada has never left us. Lord Hanuman has never left us. Prahlad Maharaj has never left us. Never. If we are discussing Ramayana, Lord Hanuman is sitting with us. If we are discussing Bhagavad-gītā, Prabhupada is sitting with us. He is listening to each and every word. So never misunderstand. That is why Guru Tattva we can never understand. There are 4 Tattvas that is impossible to understand. Radha Tattva, Shiva Tattva, Dham Tattva, and Guru Tattva. You can never understand these 4. They are not ordinary people. My Guru knows everything about all his disciples, all, and not just the disciples that he has initiated, the disciples that he has not initiated yet. He knows everything about them. Everything. I will give you some instances. One time, one disciple came and he was shouting that, "Oh, Guru Maharaj, you only meet the VIP people, you don't neglect us, you do this and that." So there was a noise. It was all chaotic. So Guru Maharaj came out. He asked, "What's the matter?" So that disciple started shouting that you never have time for people like us. You gave me Diksha, but you forgot about me, this, that. So Guru Maharaj said, he said that, "Do you even know me?" Then Guru Maharaj said, "This is your name. This is your father's and mother's name. This is the society where you live in. And for the last 40 days, you have not chanted your 16 rounds. And for the last 1 year, you have not attended a single Mangal Arati." And that person was shocked because it was all true. So a Guru knows each and everything. Even every day today, Prabhupada comes and meets Guru Maharaj. Every day. So Prabhupada is not gone. So because we cannot, these are achintya, we cannot understand these things. For us, it's either living or death, right? 1 or 0. It's not like that actually. Life is much more to that. We are still in presence of Krishna, but we cannot see Krishna. When we have deities in front of me, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, they are standing, but I cannot see them, you know. So similarly, we cannot see Prabhupada, but Prabhupada is there. He is interacting with each and every one of us. And if you want, you can, once you start having faith, like unflinching faith in Prabhupada, and you really, but the thing is how, it's not just saying mentally, "Oh, I have faith." No. Faith means that you follow his instructions. Mangal Arati, 16 rounds, 4 regulative principles, book distribution, studying his book very sincerely. So Prabhupada says, if you do this, you will see Krishna face to face, not in your dreams, not like oh, I felt like Krishna came. No, he says, Prabhupada says, you will see Krishna face to face in this very lifetime. So similarly, we will see Prabhupada as well. Okay?
Yes, thanks, Prabhu.
Okay.
But Prabhu, your Guru Maharaj is at a stage where Prabhupada ji still interacts with him, right? I am
Every
not.
day.
I'm not at that stage, and so and my initiated Guru has left this material world. How can I get
So
contact
you
with
have
him?
to follow his instructions. When you
Okay.
follow his instructions, Prabhuji, whoever your Guru is, then you will feel. So it's like, if I am hungry, if you feed me, then I will know that my hunger is going down, right? I am not hungry anymore. So similarly, when you follow the instructions your Guru gave you while you were getting initiated, if you follow that, then after even 20 years, you will feel his presence in your lifetime, in
Yes.
your life.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yeah, we have to follow every word that a bona fide Guru says. Every word I can tell you with my experience. So it's like only 10 words spoken, but those 10 words are actually the life and substance of a disciple. If you give your entire lifetime for me, if in the future I will sit and analyze the 10 words my Guru spoke to me, then I will actually come to the understanding this 10 words were the only thing I was supposed to know in my entire lifetime, and these 10 words were more than enough to take me back to Krishna in this lifetime. This is how powerful Guru's words are, his instructions are. We need to follow them.
Thanks, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, I have one question. That's my personal experience. Can I share with you?
Yes, please.
Prabhuji, one of my friend, he always saying me like that, I'm the Bhakt of the Radha ji, and he always says me read this book of Radha ji and this and that. I told that I am following whatever my acharya is saying to read this Bhagavad-gītā, Srimad Bhagavatam. So I am not
Right.
going to this thing, and I'm not the person who differentiate between Krishna and Radha ji. For me, they both are the one. They are the only one. So how can I give him a proper answer? I just only spoke to him like that I never differentiate between Radha ji and Krishna ji.
Yeah.
They are the same for me. And I'm not
Right.
reading any other books. I'm just reading Bhagavad-gītā and Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah. Yes.
So how can I
Perfect.
give a positive reply to him?
Okay, so I'll just give you, I have the reply, and I'm going to give this reply in the Sunday feast lecture that I'm today. It's a very beautiful reply. Today I will just give you a small, okay? So first thing, you don't need to justify. That is the first thing, because they will never understand. Second, understand this. Everything actually begins with Radharani. Everything. Because she is the Adi Shakti. All of us are coming from Shakti Tattva. We are Shakti Tattva. We are from Radharani. Okay? Now, do you think that Prabhupada was not a disciple or not a devotee of Radharani? He was a devotee of Radharani. When he was young, his father always used to go to the sages and he would say, bless my child so that he becomes the devotee of Radharani. This is the blessings that Prabhupada got in his entire life. I think अब सब लोग यहाँ पे हिंदी वाले हैं, तो मैं हिंदी में बोलता हूँ.
हाँ प्रभुजी.
तो उनके जो पिताजी थे मोहन गौड़े, वो यही बोलते थे कि राधा रानी का भक्त बन जाए मेरा बेटा, इसको आप आशीर्वाद दीजिए अभय चरंडे को. तो उनसे बड़ा राधा रानी का भक्त नहीं है. भले अभी बहुत सारे लोग हैं, आपको दिखता है क्योंकि अभी प्रभुपाद नहीं, इसलिए हमें प्रभुपाद के बारे में पता नहीं. मैं आपको प्रभुपाद के बारे में एक झलक देता हूँ. आप पहला जो, क्योंकि मैं अभी भागवतम की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ क्लास लेने के लिए, जो पहला अध्याय का पहला श्लोक है ना 1.1.1, आपका पूरा 2 पेज भर जाएगा. उसका सिर्फ और सिर्फ हिंदी या इंग्लिश का ट्रांसलेशन लिखने में. मैं टीका की तो बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूँ. टीका 5-7 पेज का टीका है. उसके बाद वो जो टीका मतलब परपट तात्पर्य होता है, उन्होंने अलग अलग लोगों का टीका पढ़ के लिखा है, वर्ड टू वर्ड ट्रांसलेशन दिया है. रात में 1 बजे उठ के, मतलब कि वो हमारे लिए सिर्फ 1 घंटे सोते थे. 1 बजे उठते थे, 4 बजे तक वो बैठ के ट्रांसलेशन करते थे, मंगल आरती करते थे. उसके बाद जो बुक छापते थे उसको पर्सनली जाते थे वो बेचने, और 40 साल तक ठोकर खाए. कोई नहीं सुना उनकी बात, कोई उनको सीरियसली नहीं दिया. आपको मैं चैलेंज देता हूँ, आप एक टीका बस लिखो बैठ के, आपको नानी दादी सब याद आ जाएंगी। और उस उम्र में 70 साल की अवस्था में, आयु में, उन्होंने बैठ के इतने सारे ग्रंथ को लिख दिए। और उस समय कोई भी गूगल, विकिपीडिया और ये नहीं था कि अरे भाई ये श्लोक भूल गए तो चलो गूगल कर लेते हैं, मिल जाएगा हमें, हम तो ऐसे ही करते हैं। पर प्रभुपाद के समय ऐसा कोई टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं था, उनको सब दिमाग में था, एक एक चीज। तो ये प्रभुपाद है। तो आप क्या तुलना कर सकते हैं किसी और की प्रभुपाद से? हमारे जितने भी आचार्य हैं, जो षड गोस्वामी हैं वृंदावन के, रूप सनातन, रघुनाथ भट्ट, ये लोग डायरेक्ट एसोसिएट है राधा रानी के। जो हमारे घर में छोटा होता है उससे ज्यादा लाड दुलार करते हैं ना हम लोग, जो छोटा होता है। तो ये जो गोस्वामी है 6, ये तो छोटे हैं, ये 6-7 साल के हैं सारे। मंजरिया किंकरियां हैं और सखियां तो इनसे बड़ी हैं। तो सोचो कितना लाड दुलार होगा इनको राधा रानी का। ये जब आए और इनके ही अनुगत रह के प्रभुपाद जी ने पूरा इस्कॉन की स्थापना की है, उन्होंने एक बार भी राधे राधे नहीं बोला, हरे कृष्ण बोला। सुखदेव गोस्वामी को पूरी भागवतम राधा रानी ने सिखाई, उन्होंने सिखाई पूरी भागवतम सुखदेव गोस्वामी को, क्योंकि सुख और सारी राधा रानी के तोता हैं। तो जब उन्होंने भागवतम बोला तो क्या वो राधे राधे नहीं बोल सकते थे? बोल सकते थे ना। कहाँ बोला? एक बार उन्होंने इनडायरेक्टली बस अनुराधिते बोला है। तो जब सुखदेव गोस्वामी जो आत्मा राम है, प्रभुपाद जो शुद्ध भक्त हैं, रूप गोस्वामी, सनातन गोस्वामी जिनसे ऊपर किसी का स्तर है ही नहीं, गौरांग महाप्रभु जो स्वयं राधा कृष्ण है, उन्होंने जब राधे राधे नहीं बोला तो हम कौन होते हैं बोलने वाले, है ना। ए निवेदन धर सखीर अनुगत कर सेवा अधिकार दिए करो निजे दासी, राइट। तो सखीर अनुगत करा, जो सखी ने हमें सिखाया है उनके अनुगत रह के हमें कार्य करना है, अपने मन से नहीं कि हमने शिव पुराण पढ़ना चालू कर दिया और ये कटाक्ष स्तोत्र पढ़ना चालू कर दिया और ये, क्योंकि आप इंटरनेट पे जाएंगे तो आपको बहुत सारी चीजें मिलेंगी, लेकिन आपके गुरु ने बोला है क्या वो करने को? महाप्रभु ने बोला है कि आपको प्रभुपाद ने बोला है आपके गुरु? अच्छा, हो सकता है मेरे गुरु तो मुझे बोल सकते थे ना कि हाँ तुम्हारा तो भाव है, तुम कर सकते हो राधे राधे। ऐसा कभी नहीं बोलते। ऐसा नहीं है कि भाव नहीं है। गुरु महाराज जो है मेरे, या फिर राधानाथ महाराज, या किसी को भी आप लोग क्या लगता है आपको ये लोग भाव में नहीं है? ये लोग महाभाव के स्तर पर हैं, ये लोग सारे रागानुग भक्त हैं, लेकिन फिर भी ये वैदेही भक्ति दिखाते हैं। यत यत आचारति श्रेष्ठ 3.21 भगवद गीता। क्योंकि अगर वो चले जाएंगे, बाबा जी बन जाएंगे, या फिर वो अपना भाव प्रकट करने लगेंगे, तो हम लोग को भी अंदर से लगेगा कि हम भी शुद्ध हैं, हम भी अब रोने लगेंगे, हम भी जमीन पे रोल करने लगेंगे और हम भी दिखाने लगेंगे हमारे भी आंसू आ रहे हैं चैटिंग करते करते। इसलिए वो कभी नहीं दिखाते हैं, जबकि उनका स्तर बिल्कुल आम आदमी वाला स्तर नहीं है, साधारण नहीं है उनका स्तर। तो ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ, लेकिन ऐसे लोगों से कुछ समय व्यर्थ है, ये प्रजल्पा है और कुछ नहीं है। ठीक है, आप एकदम सही मार्ग पर हैं। हमारे आचार्यों ने किसी ने भी नहीं बोला, किसी ने भी कि आपको करना है। आप सीधे सखी के भाव में अगर जाएंगे ना तो आप बहुत बुरी तरीके से आपको मार पिट जाएगी फिर, क्योंकि अभी हमारा वो है ही नहीं स्तर वहां तक पहुंचने का। आप पहले वैदिही भक्ति तो कर लें। आप सुबह 3 बजे उठ के दिखा दें, मैं आपको चैलेंज देता हूँ। आप 1 हफ्ते, आप 2 हफ्ते 3 बजे उठ के दिखा दें मुझे। आप फिर उसके बाद मुझे बोलना कि आप में भाव आ गया है, आप में जब आप चैंटिंग करते तो रोना आ जाता है, और फिर जब कृष्ण का नाम सुनते हो तो फिर आपको गूज़बम्स आ जाते हैं। आप 2 हफ्ते उठ के दिखा दो मुझे 3 रोज। तो अभी हमारा स्तर ही नहीं है और हम सीधे राधे राधे करने लगेंगे, तो फिर उसको बोलते हैं सहजियापंथी। सहज मतलब सहज स्वभाव, अपने मन से इंडिपेंडेंट, कुछ नहीं, बस किसी ने बोल दिया है तो हाँ हम कर रहे हैं। ऐसा बिल्कुल, ये बहुत गलत है और बहुत गलत तरीके से गिरेंगे ऐसे करेंगे तो हमेशा हमें किसी के अनुगत रह के ही भक्ति करनी है। ओके
ओके प्रभु जी, थैंक यू प्रभु जी, वेरी नाइस एक्सप्लेनेशन
जी।
इट्स रियली, दिस वर्ल्ड इज रियली फुल ऑफ माया। जब हम मथुरा वृंदावन जाते हैं, हर कोई राधे ही राधे करते रहता है, और हम अलग से हरे कृष्णा करते, तो लोग हमें बोलते हैं कि राधे राधे बोलो, राधे राधे बोलो। तो ये एक एक्सप्लेनेशन बहुत अच्छा
नहीं, देखिए प्रॉब्लम कुछ नहीं है राधे राधे बोलने में। जैसे अगर मान लीजिए आप यहाँ पर हैं, तो अगर आपको कोई गुड मॉर्निंग बोलता है तो आप गुड मॉर्निंग बोलें, क्योंकि ये यहाँ का कल्चर है गुड मॉर्निंग बोलना, है ना। तो आप जैसे वृंदावन में जाएंगे तो जो ब्रजवासी है ना, उनके लिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, क्योंकि ब्रजवासी ब्रजवासी है, ब्रजवासी साधारण लोग नहीं है। तभी तो मैंने बोला ना कि 4 चीज नहीं समझ सकते, उसमें से एक होता है धाम तत्व। तो ये जितने भी है ना ब्रजवासी, ये धामवासी हैं। भले ये एक दूसरे को गाली गलौज कर रहे हैं, थूक रहे हैं, पैसे ऐट रहे हैं, सब कुछ कर रहे हैं, लेकिन है ये अंततः धामवासी। हम इन पे कभी भी टिप्पणी नहीं कर सकते कि ये क्यों राधे राधे कर रहे हैं या फिर इनका फॉल्ट डाउन, उनका नहीं होगा। उनका हिसाब किताब कृष्ण कर रहे हैं, राधा रानी कर रही है, हम नहीं कर रहे हैं। हमारा हिसाब किताब अलग हो रहा है, उनका हिसाब किताब अलग हो रहा है, ठीक है। तो हमको जाके उनको प्रीच नहीं करना है, हमको किसी और को करेक्ट नहीं करना है कि आप हरे कृष्ण बोलो, राधे राधे मत बोलो। लेकिन हाँ, हम अपने आप को तो ठीक कर सकते हैं ना, हम तो जिससे जुड़े हुए हैं, हम महाप्रभु से जुड़े हैं ना, हम उनके गौड़ीय वैष्णव हैं। हम जब स्वयं राधा रानी नहीं राधे राधे बोल रही हैं, वो हरे कृष्ण बोल रहे हैं, तो हम क्यों बोले राधे राधे, है ना। और अगर वहां गए और बोल रहे हैं तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, राधे राधे बिल्कुल बोल सकते हैं आप। लेकिन हाँ, वो हम उनके लिए बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि ब्रजवासी को सुनना पसंद है राधे राधे, तो ठीक है, उन्होंने बोल दिया तो आपने ही बोल दिया राधे राधे, नो डाउट, मतलब कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। बट जब हम यहाँ पर हैं तो हमें प्रीच नहीं करना है ये चीज।
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है,
ठीक।
ठीक है, ओके प्रभु जी।
और किसी का कोई संशय, कोई डाउट, कोई क्वेश्चन?
Prabhuji, I have a question.
जी।
Prabhuji, you said that it is very difficult to understand Radha Tattva, Shiv Tattva and few more. But my question is that, is it easy to...
नहीं, कृष्ण भी बोलते हैं कि मनुष्य नाम सहस्त्रेषु कश्चित यतति सिद्धये। यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, देखो, मैं आकाश बाबू को दिखा रहा हूँ 7.3। तो कृष्ण बोलते हैं कि हजार और करोड़ों मनुष्य में कोई बिरला ही है जो मुझे समझ सकता है। और अगर मान लो 1000 करोड़ों में 100 लोग मुझे समझने को आए हैं, तो उसमें से कोई एक ही है जो फाइनली मुझ तक पहुंच पाएगा। तो इतना आसान नहीं है कृष्ण को भी समझना, बहुत मुश्किल है। मतलब देखिए, कृष्ण और राधे बहुत हाई तत्व हो जाते हैं माता जी, बहुत हाई। वो तो प्रभुपाद की कृपा है हम पे कि हम बैठ के ये बात भी कर रहे हैं। अगर प्रभुपाद नहीं होते ना, तो हमें ये भी नहीं पता होता कि भगवान कौन है। अभी तक तो हम यही सोच रहे होते कि यार भाई उनका आकार है कि नहीं है, कि ये अल्लाह है, कि जीसस है, कि ये है, कि वो है, कि शिव है, हमको पता ही नहीं चलता। वो तो एक व्यक्ति आए, उन्होंने एकदम डंके की चोट पर बोल दिया कि कृष्ण नहीं है भगवान, और पूरा प्रूफ दे दिया हर वेद शास्त्रों से, तब जाके हमें क्लियर हुआ है। तो तभी तो है ना बोलने की बात कि उनकी अनुकंपा है, उनकी कृपा है हम पे, तब जाके हम बैठ के ये डिस्कशन भी कर रहे हैं। नहीं तो हम लोग डिस्कशन कर रहे होते कि भाई इनका तो कोई आकार ही नहीं है, कोई रूप ही नहीं है, और हम मान कर बैठते कि हाँ ये बात सच है। तो उन्होंने जो बोला है हम मान रहे, इसलिए पूरे तरीके से मानना है उस चीज को, ठीक है। इतना आसान नहीं है कृष्ण को भी समझना, बहुत हाई तत्व है। शिव जी को हम नहीं समझ सकते हैं, राधा रानी को हम नहीं समझ सकते हैं, तो उसी तरीके से कृष्ण को भी नहीं समझ सकते हैं। पर हमारे आचार्यों की कृपा से थोड़ी बहुत गुंजाइश है कि हाँ शायद पॉसिबल है। अगर हम कृष्ण की बात मानेंगे, जो वो भगवत गीता में बोल रहे हैं कि जो ये भगवत गीता का ज्ञान पढ़ के दूसरों को देता है वो बहुत प्रिय है, उससे ज्यादा प्रिय मेरे लिए कोई भी नहीं। तो अगर हम कृष्ण के प्रिय बन जाते हैं, और प्रिय बन के अगर हम कृष्ण को बोलें प्यार से कि भगवान अब तो हो गया, अब तो आप मुझे मतलब दर्शन दे दीजिए, अब तो आप मुझे समझाइए कि क्या है क्या नहीं है, तो वो क्यों नहीं समझाएंगे, है ना। तो ऐसा है, ठीक है।
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have few more questions to you. Should I ask?
क्यों नहीं, पूछिए।
Prabhuji, whenever I like pray to God, Lord Krishna, so I don't know why my tears just roll down.
ठीक है।
So
तो
what
आप
is the
मंगल आरती
reason for
करते हैं?
that?
नहीं, आप मंगल आरती करते हैं 3 बजे उठ के सुबह?
No, nothing
सोलह
like
माला
that.
करते हैं?
I just read Bhagavad-gītā some chapters every day.
जी,
Read
तो
or
आप,
listen to it.
हाँ, तो आप मंगल आरती करेंगे, 16 माला करेंगे, तो आंसू आना रुक जाएंगे फिर आपके, फिर
Okay.
एकदम नॉर्मल हो
But what
जाएंगे।
is the reason for that?
रीजन बहुत कुछ हो सकता है इसमें। ये हो सकता है कि कुछ लोग होते हैं जो ऑलरेडी बहुत भावुक होते हैं, सेंसिटिव होते हैं, इमोशनल होते हैं, तो ये एक रीजन हो सकता है। कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है कि जैसे मान लीजिए कि आपको किसी ने किसी जन्म में बचाया होगा, और उन्होंने कृष्ण का नाम लेके आपको बचाया होगा, तो वो आपके स्मृति में रह गया, आपके अनकॉन्शियस माइंड में रह गया, वो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में। तो जब भी आप कृष्ण भगवान के बारे में सुनते हैं, जैसे कभी कभी होता है किसी का बहुत, जैसे मान लीजिए गणेश जी से किसी का बहुत ज्यादा कनेक्शन होता है, गणेश जी का नाम सुनते हैं एकदम खुश हो जाता है, मन एकदम नाचने लग जाता है। शिव जी का नाम सुने तो रोंगटे खड़े हो जाते हैं। तो ऐसा होता है क्यों? क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं कभी उन्होंने या उनके माध्यम से हम नरक जाने से बच गए होंगे, या फिर हमें किसी ने बोला होगा कि भाई तुम ये कर लो तो तुमको मिल जाएगा। तो बड़े जन्मों के संस्कार है हमारे ऊपर, उसी संस्कार के वजह से हमको अटैचमेंट होता है इन सब चीजों से। और ये बहुत अच्छी चीज है कि आपको ये चीज अटैचमेंट है, लेकिन अब इसको हमें चैनलाइज करना है। ठीक है कि भावुकता अच्छी चीज है, लेकिन भावुकता में अगर आप बह गए तो आप वैदेही भक्ति में फिर नहीं आ पाएंगे। आपको वैदेही भक्ति करना बहुत ही जरूरी है। वैदेही भक्ति मतलब कि रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस फॉलो करना, प्याज लहसुन नहीं खाना, कंठी माला पहनना, मंगल आरती करना, 16 माला का जप करना, 4 नियमों का पालन करना, गुरु से दीक्षा लेना, और फिर उनके अंतर्गत रह के हमें सीनियर वैष्णव डिवोटी से सारे ग्रंथों को सीखना। तो ये होता है वैदिक। डीटी वर्शिप करना, सुबह मंगल आरती, शाम में गौर आरती। तो ये सारी चीजें जब हम करते हैं ना, तो उसके बाद क्या होगा कि अब जब आपके आंखों से आंसू गिरेंगे, ये सब करने के बाद, जैसे अभी आप ये करेंगे तो बंद हो जाएंगे आंसू गिरना, आप देखना। जब ये आप करोगे तब जब आंसू गिरेंगे ना, आगे जाके आज से 20-30 साल बाद, या हो सकता है कि आपका वाकई में भाव कि आपका 1 साल में 6 महीने में ही वापस से कंपन आने लगे, आंसू गिरने लगे, बहुत अच्छी चीज है। तो अगर ऐसा होता है तो अब यहाँ पर आपका कभी फॉल डाउन नहीं होगा, क्योंकि आप वैदिक भक्ति को फॉलो करके तब आप रागानुग के तरफ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। ठीक है? तो जैसे एक बच्चा है, अगर मान लीजिए उसने रट लिया कि डेरिवेशन क्या होता है, और उसने 1 मिनट में, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? हरे कृष्णा।
हरे
हाँ
कृष्णा
जी।
प्रभु जी, आ रही है प्रभु जी।
हाँ ओके, मेरा ईयरफोन से लग गया। हाँ, तो अब मान लीजिए कि आपने क्या किया कि मल्टीप्लिकेशन और ये सब सीखा नहीं मैथ्स में, और सीधे आप 10th क्लास का डेरिवेशन और ये सब सॉल्व करने लग गए। आपने रट लिया एग्जाम, तो आप किसी तरीके से पास कर जाएंगे 40 नंबर पे, लेकिन आप सस्टेन नहीं कर पाएंगे उसको, क्योंकि आपने रट्टा मारा था। आपने बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं सीखा कि मल्टीप्लिकेशन क्या है, सब्सट्रैक्शन क्या है, ये सारे लॉस क्या है, आपने सीखा नहीं। आपने रट लिया और आपने एग्जाम निकाल दिया। मेरा एक दोस्त था, चीटिंग करके आईआईटी पास कर लिया, क्योंकि सामने वाले का सेम सेट था, आगे वाला निकल गया आईआईटी में, ये भी निकल गया। 6-7-8 साल लग गए उसको, आईआईटी क्लियर ही नहीं कर पाया, क्योंकि रट के गया था, वो चीटिंग करके गया था। तो उसी तरीके से अभी हमारा अगर बेसिक क्लियर नहीं है, हमें समझ नहीं है कि क्या क्या है क्या नहीं है, तो हम अगर उसके बाद भावुक हो जाएंगे तो बहुत जल्दी हम वहां से पतन भी हो जाता है हमारा। ठीक है? तो एकदम स्टेप बाय स्टेप जाना है। एक एक स्टेप हमें आचार्यों ने दिया है कि क्या करना है, शुरुआत कहाँ से करना है, 1st स्टैंडर्ड, 2nd स्टैंडर्ड, 3rd, 4th, 5th, धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ो, फिर ग्रेजुएशन करो, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करो, फिर पीएचडी करो, तब जाके बात करो भाव की। ओके?
Okay, thank you.
जी, और कोई प्रश्न?
Yes, one more thing.
जी।
I read one of the quotes which you have shared. I don't know, somebody shared in WhatsApp group. That is, ISKCON devotees, whoever serving Lord is, right? They all are Vishnu Dutas, because you all guys are preaching us Bhagavad-gītā knowledge. So whenever you teach us or give us some knowledge of Gita, so I felt like you are really a Vishnu Duta.
नहीं,
That's
वो
what I
एक
feel
हाँ, वो
personally.
एक एनालॉजी है। ये मेरे दिमाग में भी चलता है कि हम लोग को एक्चुअली, हम मतलब हमें नहीं, बट बाकी जो इस्कॉन के जो प्रचार कर रहे हैं वो एक्चुअली विष्णुदूत है। क्यों है? क्योंकि अगर आप उनकी बात सुन लोगे ना, तो आपको यमदूत को फेस नहीं करना पड़ेगा। राइट? जब अजामिल को लेने आए थे यमदूत, तो उनको बचाने के लिए विष्णुदूत आए थे। तो अगर आप विष्णुदूत की बात ही पहले सुन लोगे तो यमदूत आएंगे ही नहीं आपके पास। तो एक सेंस में तो विष्णुदूत हो गए ना जितने भी प्रचारक हैं।
Yes, correct.
जी, तो बड़ा अच्छा भाव है आपका। नाइस।
Thank you.
Thank you प्रभु जी।
एंड
Thank you माता जी
Prabhu
for
ji,
all
Hare
your
Krishna.
questions. Thank you for your question
Thank-
माता जी।
जी जी।
Thank you, Raman.
और कोई प्रश्न किसी का?
प्रभु जी
12 बजे तक क्लास चलेगी प्रभु जी, क्वेश्चंस आते रहेंगे।
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, अच्छी बात है। यस प्रतीक प्रभु।
हाँ प्रभु जी, जो आपने सब चीजें जो बताई उसमें आपने कहा कि जो गुरु ने कहा है, लेकिन वो लोग क्या करें जिनके पास कोई गुरु नहीं हो?
जब तक गुरु आपके पास नहीं है तब तक आप उन लोगों से जुड़े रहें जिनके गुरु हैं। वो कोई भी हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि आप एक परंपरा से जुड़ रहे हैं। ठीक है? जैसे मान लीजिए आप अगर आपको कुछ पता नहीं है लेकिन आप किसी भी ऑफिस में गए, वहां पे अगर आप एम्प्लॉय भी नहीं है लेकिन आपको किसी ने कार्ड से अंदर घुसा दिया ऑफिस के, तो आप सारी सुविधाएं ले सकते हैं ना उस ऑफिस की। आप जाके बैठ सकते हैं वेटिंग रूम में, आप वहाँ के कैफेटेरिया को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। तो जब तक आप एम्प्लॉय नहीं है, मतलब जब तक आप कनेक्टेड नहीं है, आप किसी उससे कनेक्टेड हो जाओ जो कनेक्टेड है वहां से, ठीक है। और सिंसियरली आप पढ़ते रहो भगवत गीता तब तक, एंड आप प्रे करते रहो कि आपको भी गुरु मिले, क्योंकि बिना गुरु के भक्ति की शुरुआत नहीं होती है।
कृष्ण की कृपा से गुरु मिलते हैं, गुरु की कृपा से कृष्ण।
जी, एक साइकिल है। और कोई प्रश्न? अगर नहीं है तो कल सबको मंगल आरती में आना है उठ के, ठीक है, 5:30 बजे।
ओके प्रभु जी।
चलो, हरे कृष्णा, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। और सभी संडे फीस में आना, संडे फीस में क्लास है मेरी, ओके। तो आना और पेन कॉपी लेकर आना, सो दैट आप नोट्स बना सको। बहुत सारा इंफॉर्मेशन होगा और बहुत सारी चीजें जो पहले कभी सुनी नहीं होंगी भागवतम के बारे में, ठीक है। तो आना।
सॉरी आई इंटरप्ट यू, पर ऑन संडे आई हैव अ शिफ्ट, सो मेरा तो
कोई बात
सारा
नहीं, जो आ सकते हैं वो तो आए।
ठीक है प्रभु जी। रिकॉर्डिंग कुछ मिलेगा प्रभु जी? मैं तो नोट्स बनाती हूँ, जब भी अभी भी क्लास बना रही थी, तो फिर कैसे होगा?
पता नहीं, रिकॉर्डिंग तो आई डोंट थिंक होता है। अगर अभी राय प्रभु शायद फेसबुक पे वो करेंगे शेयर, तो वहां से आप देख सकते हैं फिर।
तो जो आप संडे को क्लास ले हो प्रभु जी, तो वो फिर जब मेरे को मतलब शिफ्ट नहीं होगा तो उसको रिपीट कर सकते हो, सो दैट मैं नोट्स बना लूँ डिटेल में।
प्रभु आज का क्लास भी मैंने अपने फ़ोन पे रिकॉर्ड किया है, तो मैं रिकॉर्ड कर सकता हूँ अगर चाहिए होगा तो।
हाँ कर सकते हैं, हाँ, यस, क्यों नहीं।
ठीक है प्रभु जी, ठीक है सर।
तो मैं संडे का
ठीक
कर
है,
दूंगा
थैंक यू
आपके लिए।
विलास प्रभु जी।
थैंक्स
हाँ,
थैंक्स।
चलो, हरे कृष्णा, थैंक
हरे
यू।
कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हरि बोल।
हरे कृष्णा, थैंक यू।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम, थैंक यू।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे बोल।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्ण।